Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Angel back at you again on this beautiful day. I must say this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. I just want to talk to you today really quickly. You know, I'm always got to give a word of encouragement, but I want to talk about change. You got it. I said change. Some of us have a problem with adapting and accepting change in our life. Transitioning, transformation, all of that is within the same group. But change has been something that we have all experienced, with which we can all agree. And in this year of 2020, we can all agree that this has been a year of change. Whether it has been a really bad transition for you due to this virus, this pandemic that has affected everyone, which it has caused people to lose their jobs, it has caused sickness, it has caused people to lose loved ones, death. I mean, I've even experienced it. I've experienced, being away from my job and my normal duties because of, guess what? I had COVID too. And thank God I survived it. And not only did I have it, my entire family suffered from it. We all had it at the same time. But God is gracious and He's merciful and He's a loving and He's surely healed us. So I'm thankful and grateful. But here, I just want to tell you something. Change is not always a bad thing. We look at 2020 as this is a horrible year. This is a horrible year. But you got to understand, there are some great things that come out of bad situations. So, and I know you're like, excuse me, but I don't see anything good come out of 2020. But you got to think about it. In some situations, we've looked at couples who had to stay in the house together. Maybe you had to work at home with that couple. Maybe you had to stay in the house and be quarantined, and you couldn't go anywhere. Whoa, sorry about that. Excuse me. You couldn't go anywhere because you're quarantined and you're stuck because you couldn't leave the house due to the restrictions. Okay. But then you got a chance to really get to know your partner, your loved one, your spouse for who they really are. So like the real person really come out of them, you get to really know the truth. And I think that is why this is a year of exposure. I'm sorry, not explosion. Exposure. This is a year of exposure. And I'm just saying all this, and I'm not rambling. I'm just saying all of this to say that change is not always a bad thing. There's some great things that come out of it because you get to learn about the truth of people. You get to learn their authenticity. You get to know and learn about being genuine, who they really are. You actually get to learn about yourself. You get the time to really think about things of life. You get that time to really evaluate things. You get that time to just take a deep breath, you know what I'm saying? And just really enjoy life. Enjoy the simple things of life. It's like you stop. God will have you at a stopping point, and you get to actually evaluate your emotional state of being, your mental state of mind, your spiritual state of growth. And I'm going to say from my experience, it allowed me to grow even higher. This pandemic situation, people are looking like, but you ended up with COVID. You had the bad case of it. Yeah, I did. But I'm not going to become petty about it. I'm not going to I'm not asking for sympathy. I just ask God to give me strength to get through it. And God gave me the strength to get through it. And I got through it. And it has encouraged me. It has motivated me. And that is why ministry is in me, to go forth, to help others, to encourage others, to speak life into other people's lives, to pray for them. It's given me more compassion to see the good in people, to want more for them, especially people who are hurting. People who need their healing in their emotional state of being. People who have had a past and are still being haunted and tormented by their past. I'm just here to let you know that change is good. It's not always a bad thing. And sometimes we are afraid of change because we are afraid to adapt to it. We are afraid that we're going to fail from change. But change is not always going to hurt you. It can help you. And so I'm here to tell you, whatever decisions that you have to make in life, but you're afraid that what if it doesn't happen? What if it don't? What if it really does? What if it really helps you? What if that change in your life really is going to make the best for you? If it had not been for that bad situation, that good situation would have never happened. If things would have been normal in the same way it has been, there may have not been many businesses that have opened. A lot of businesses have opened because of this pandemic. People have gone from being employed to being self-employed, meaning working for themselves instead of working for someone else. So people have become very, very motivated, and even though fear had been on the rampage, people are seeking God even more, seeking God because of their fear of safety, their fear of their family's safety. So you have to understand that change is not always bad, but it is for our better good, because sometimes God has to scramble our plans and our agenda around, because at the very end, God makes the final say. God makes the final decision, because guess what? The blueprint is already in his hands. God bless you. I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope that this short message has encouraged you. Have a great weekend. Love you.